What's going on, everybody? It's me, Sloppy. All right. I'm still trying to get to that 200 videos, so I'm just gonna be ramping up my videos. But yeah, what's up, everybody? Whoever shows up right now, later on, whenever. Uh, so I rarely like when someone sends me something with a little bit of um, evidence. It's hard for me to kind of go in it to investigate a potential predator. I'm not saying he is. We always say allegedly because we can't say that they are. What's up, Sonia? So I've been talking to a couple of people behind the scenes. I don't know if they want to be mentioned, so I won't say their names. And I think a while back they sent me some stuff about this guy, and he deleted his channel and he left the YouTube world. So we thought. As you can see on the title, a lot of people in a different community know who he is. He goes by Zach G. I guess Swifty Fan 89. Yeah, he's one of the, I guess, a Swifty, a dude that's a Swifty. Is kind of. Did you see me spreading comments? Yeah, let me get this caveman again. No surprise. Yeah. So me typically, I don't get in when people are calling each other names, this and that. Like that's between other people. But um, they sent me some, I guess, a couple of videos where Mr. Zach G sent an image of himself to a 11-year-old. W stream last night. I appreciate it. It was good talking to those people, but uh, I might call someone today, but I don't think so. Uh, just to mess around, but no, I don't think I'm gonna call anyone today. I was gonna call this guy's mother because I already found the mother's name and their phone numbers and stuff like that. So, but because I want to be 100% sure that these things are going, these things are going, it takes a while to to verify everything, but from the people that I talk to, they typically they're they're truthful. They don't lie about these situations. So I'm taking their word for it, and I'm taking the images that they have sent me as proof. I would say allegedly because they're screenshots. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna, I guess, talk to the individuals that are involved. But as of now, I'm just gonna kind of bring them out. Bring them into the predator accusation stuff. The whole him attacking people because they don't like Taylor Swift and stuff like that. To me, that's kind of weird. But when they told me that this guy sent indecent image of himself to an 11-year-old, then that's when I'm like, oh, let me let me ask more questions. Let me investigate more and look into this guy. And good for showing my video. Oh yeah, don't worry, I got you. I got you. So I'm gonna show you his YouTube channel. Um, some of you guys might watch this later on and know who I'm talking about. Whoever's watching today, I know one or two might know who I'm talking about. So let me show you. And the community post that he posted kind of fits what we're going to talk about, right? So, and it's going to remind you of some people. So let me share it to make sure everything's good. Taylor Swift is a real person. No, she's a fictional character. No. Well, he loves Taylor Swift for some reason. I guess he considers himself a Swifty fan, as you can see on his name, Swifty fan. Let me is it at? Put it there. It gets me. You can see it. It says Swifty Fan 89. So I'm like, okay, it doesn't matter. You could like whoever you want. That doesn't. It doesn't. I don't care. It's not the whole him liking Taylor Swift bullshit. I could care less. Everybody has their views on whatever. But when they told me that he sent an image to a kid, well, to an 11-year-old, that's when I'm like, okay, that's over, over the top. So, why would he even do that? So his name is Zach G. Uh, from what I've seen, he might be disabled. I don't know, but he goes. This was 2 weeks ago, so he can't. They can't say that he doesn't have this mentality. As we speak right now in the present. If this is 2 weeks ago, his mindset is not going to change from one day to the other, in my opinion. So he goes, and I know I may get hate for this. So when someone already starts with that, that means this whatever he's gonna say is naughty, naughty. All right. So he goes, but as a 22-year-old that has a lot of teenage friends on social media, I can confirm that it's totally okay to be friends with people who are younger than you. So, in his mind, you could be whatever age and you could talk to kids, right? This is foreshadowing what is going to happen. The conversations that he's having with a said minor. So he goes, just as long as the person you're talking to is comfortable with what you're talking about with them. So he's, kind of saying, if you talk to them normal, you could talk to them. And with that, I agree. Right? You're gonna talk to them normal if they're a fan and they like your videos and they're underage. If they say something, okay, cool, thank you, appreciate it, and move on. I can't have full on conversations with kids because then they're gonna be like, oh, he's attracted to me or some bullshit like that. Fuck that. So I keep them short. I try to talk to them quick and short because f that. All right. And as long as you're not talking about anything weird or awkward with them, we'll find out why these things are hypocritical. So many people say being friends with people younger than you is bad, but not really. So he's kind of like, I could be with, friends with a lot of kids, and there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, it's crazy. You just gotta be careful with what you talk about with them, right? And I agree. Like I said, I agree. If you talk to them normal, which when I do talk to them once in a while, quick and short and normal. All right, okay, this is going on. Okay, I'll look into it. Blah blah blah. Thank you. Blah blah blah. Stuff like that. Not like, oh, let me talk to you for an hour and a half, and like quick, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes. Hopefully less. A couple messages, and then have someone that's younger. Have a conversation with them, kind of thing. At the end of the day, age is just a number. Who does that sound like? Who does that this sentence right here? Who I know Soviet. Age is just a number. Yeah, I'm telling you, these people are. He might be in the DD cult. I don't know, Soviet. Oh, word on the street is that they hid their channels again or left their channels. I don't know. Very deep. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I know the Spear Dude 21 community has passed judgment on me for this, falsely accusing me of being things I'm not. Some of the videos I'm going to show are going to get proof otherwise. A creep, sicko, P3DO, etc. But the thing is, they don't have any proof. Well, I'm going to show that in a little bit. Alleged proof. Like I'm gonna say, like I said, it's alleged proof. Braxton Lenny, which is the guy that made the videos that I'm going to show, claims that I sent things I shouldn't have on social media, but again, he can't prove diddly squat. It's funny how the dude doesn't even make videos anymore. I don't know, like when he says doesn't make videos anymore. Does it matter if he doesn't make videos? That your argument is not very solid. After he accused me of such nonsense, shows you how cowardly he is. Pathetic. So I wanted to show this first because he's stating that you're able to talk to, I guess, teenagers. I'm guessing in his mind, teenagers are 13, 14, 15, 16, 11, not even a teenager. So I looked at this after I watched the videos. So I'm like, man, those videos are, I think, like 6 months ago or 7 months ago, something like that. So he still has this in his mind, even though he sent an image to a child, alleged child. Like I said, there's screenshots. I can't say it's a real child, but what's his name? Zach asked the person's age, and the person on the other side claimed to be 11. So I'm going to show the video right now. I'm going to show the video of him, um, I guess, talking. So I'm going to show a couple videos, and then it kind of we'll see. We'll see. We'll figure something out. So Didi left from what I hold on and Tara deleted her 2 channels. Yep. Maybe me calling the mom yesterday kind of put the nail in the coffin for her to be like, hey, you want to keep getting harassed? Delete your shit. Hopefully. If it was, I'm sure it was a group effort with everybody calling and messaging and I guess in their eyes harassing, even though we didn't. All right, so let me find it. Okay, so the videos that I'm playing are gonna be from a YouTuber named Braxton Lenny. Hopefully, Umbrella talk to him and let him know that I was gonna use his videos because I don't want my second copyright strike. So I'm still waiting for the other person to rescind the one he did. All right, I'm just kidding, kind of. All right, so make sure everything's good. All right, let me take myself out. So Braxton Lenny, he uses, I guess, like a voice talker thingy, so it's not his real voice. So this first video, he's gonna explain what happened.
3, 2, 1.
Why, hello there, everybody. This is Braxton Lenny. And I just found some more evidence that Zach G is a proven child predator. He just recently got caught sending disgusting messages to an 11-year-old girl. And here is what Ellie Kraft said to me. So yesterday I caught my little 11-year-old sister chatting with someone online. Guess what? I come to find out that it was Zach G. My little sister was crying because Zach sent her a picture of his private parts, and Zach said, "Since you're a fan of Taylor Swift, I want you to suck it." I had to call the cops, and now the cops are doing investigations to find out where Zach lives. I hope they catch him and lock his creepy ass up, because this bullshit is unacceptable. Zach G, you are very damn sick in the head. And it's very disgusting that you would do this. You deserve to be in jail, because you're a damn child predator. Fuck you, you disgusting piece of fucking shit.
Damn.
And that's all I got to fucking say, so peace out to everybody.
Okay. So, at first when I saw was this message, I'm like, okay, they call the police, this and that, or that's what you're supposed to do. And I'm like, all right, that's the first step. Hopefully, now that they have his address, they're able to do even more stuff. Yeah, I may have given this his address to a few people that are involved in this. So hopefully they gave the address to the girl that called the police. But we'll see. Like I said, I'm like 30% into this. I'm sure there's a little bit more about this guy, and then I'm still iffy. I'm talking to the people, the other people, because from what I hear, they're minors. So it's tough for me to have a chat with said minors because yeah, it's to make them rethink what happened. For me, I feel kind of bad, but yeah. So this is the first video. This is a video where this girl, I guess, messaged this guy Braxton saying, "Hey, Zach sent his pee picture to my little sister, which is 11 years old." In my head, to be honest, at first I'm like, who will let their 11-year-old go message an adult? But the internet is wild nowadays, so it's like the wild wild west on the internet. So you click on "Are you 18?" and you just say yes, and you can just go in. Yeah. So I'm guessing that's what they typically do. But anyways, let me remove that one. Let me find the next one. Oh, let's see. I gotta go to this channel. All right, let me find it. I had them right now, but God. Oh, here it is. All right, let me find it. Okay. All right. So he the girl, I guess, messaged Zach saying, "Hey, leave my sister alone," right? Telling her, I guess somehow they found him on Instagram, which I'm sure his old YouTube channel, because he deleted his channel, and then the one I showed you is a new channel. That's why you only see 2 subscribers on this channel, because he deleted his other channel when people found out about this situation. He deleted his channel. He deleted all his social media. What's up, Slipknot fan? Let me see. Let's start playing it. It's the same voice. So yeah.
And her little sister just got in contact with me. And Ellie Craft sent me screenshots of what Zach G said to Ellie's little sister.
So I'm guessing Zach, this one, Swifty fan, whatever, 89 was, what's his name? Zach G. And I guess this next one will never plays. That one is the girl that messaged him. I don't know. I don't think the image is of her. I think it's just like a AI thing, or I don't know. So the girl messaged Braxton saying, "Hey, Braxton, this is Ellie. I'm messaging you from my little sister's account. She made this Instagram account just recently to try to talk some sense into Zach G, but it backfired. I'm going to be sending you the screenshots of Zach's messages to Haley so you can expose him even further." And he goes, "Okay, it's good." So I'll show you the next ones. You missed this guy that is on my PFP. My PFP is me. My thumbnail. He allegedly, I'm going to say allegedly, sent his pee picture to an 11-year-old. Let me see. Things. So I guess this is what that 11-year-old told. What's his name? Fuck. Zach. He's like, "Hey, I am a fan of Taylor Swift too, and I love her, but I've been hearing you've been harassing my bigger sister's favorite YouTuber, like Beardude21, and other YouTubers. I'm not allowed to watch Beardude because his videos are for teens and adults, but my big sis wants you to stop harassing him." So I guess the little girl messaged him saying, "Hey, what the hell?" And I guess you'll see the response. I should have sped it up. They're just screenshots. All right. Well, I'll just by the time it gets there, I guess. And then he asks, "How old are you?" Right? As you can see, it says, "How old are you?" Not a lot of messages. He goes, "I am 11, but I would appreciate it if you stopped harassing my big sister's favorite YouTuber." So the little girl's asking this adult guy, 22-year-old, to leave them alone. And I guess the next message is when um, Zach sends an explicit image. So the guy goes, "Since you're a fan of Taylor Swift, I want you to suck it." And the image here is, I guess, an explicit image. He sent this to, like I said, alleged 11-year-old. I haven't talked to this person, so I can't confirm. But as you can see, the girl, said that she was 11 on the messages, and he sent an image of himself to the. I'm sure they have the uncensored someone. I'm pretty sure Braxton, this guy down here, has the uncensored. So I'm most likely gonna have a chat with them maybe tomorrow. I can't today, and see if the image is uh, a penis. And because I found the mother's information, I might give her a call and tell her what her son has been doing, allegedly. And I'm going to send her the image, that hopefully the uncensored one, and tell her, "Does this look like your son's penis?" Go check if they will confirm that the image I have is your son's dingling, because he's allegedly sent it to an 11-year-old. And if you want to disprove me, tell your son to whoop it out and see if it has similarities. I don't know if I would say that. I don't know. Maybe if I'm angry or something, I'll tell her. But so he sent this to a 11-year-old. Yeah, 11-year-old. I'm still, like I said, I'm still gonna. She goes. "I'm so sorry that you had to see this or see that nasty picture he sent, but I hope you understand that I have to send it to you as evidence." And then I guess Braxton goes, "Yep, it's all good, and I'm not surprised at all. That thing is tiny." It was cold, is gonna say. Well, you kind of move. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Go, hey, lady, your your son is sending pee pictures. He said it's not his. You can easily, you've seen him since he's a baby. You change his diapers. Can you confirm or deny that this image is his? It will be greatly appreciated. And if it's not, then your son must have sent a picture of some random person, or I don't know. But yeah, so he knew in his mind he was talking to an 11-year-old, allegedly. Um, and he sent an image, an explicit image, of himself, allegedly himself. Most likely, I'm gonna keep talking to these people and finding out more about it. But yeah, so this girl saw, even if it's not his, if he sent an explicit image to an 11-year-old, yeah, that's kind of odd. And then yeah, he just says he has to censor it. So I'm guessing. Let's just keep playing. I'm guessing he has the uncensored one. From what I hear, Braxton is a adult. I guess over the age of 18. That's what I'm trying to say. So Yeah, that Taylor Swift fan is also a simp because no matter what, Taylor Swift fans, however, that you will throw it to him. Yeah, well, that's from that's what I hear. That this guy defends Taylor Swift like
I was
crazy.
literally so fucking grossed out when I saw those messages. I already knew Zach G is a proven child predator, but this just proves even further that he's a proven child predator. Zach G is a disgusting human being, and a horrible person. And be sure to not have him around your children, because
Yes.
he's a danger to children. The truth about Zach G is finally coming out, and he deserves to be exposed for the piece of shit child predator that he is. Zach G has something mentally wrong with his brain. And me, Spare Dude 21, the Flamehead 97, Black Sheep of the World 98, Cyber Metal Punk, the Umbrella Robster 97.
Zach G is 22 from a little quick search I did. He's 22. But yeah, so I'll go back to his account, right? I'll go back to his community post he posted 2 weeks ago. I'll go back to that to kind of bring back up the whole point of him saying that age is just a number over here. He says right here he says he's 22 and old and teenage friend, and he has a lot of teenage friends. Teenage could be any age from 13 to 18, but from what I see, I'm guessing they're from like 13 to 16. It's only a guess. I'm not saying I'm correct, but it, from what I see, there's a lot of like Swifties that are like little kids, right? Let's say 10 to 16, they're more into that. So him, the opposite of like a furry, he's bringing kids in with Taylor Swift stuff, like a Taylor Swift fandom. And I'm guessing I don't even want to see his messages with the kids. I kind of do, but Zach, I'm gonna keep looking more into you. Like I said, I found your mother's information. Kind of weird. She doesn't have the same last name as you, but I'm guessing she remarried. So yeah, I'm gonna one of these days when I get solid, verified everything, then I could easily give your mother a ring-a-ling, and hopefully she kind of sets you straight. Talking, you admitting that you talk to a lot of teenage people is kind of concerning when you're sending allegedly pee pictures to an alleged 11-year old. Like I said, I can't say it is an 11-year-old because the image says she is 11. Zach G, in his mind, believes he's talking to an 11-year-old. Even if it wasn't, it's still in Zach Gattuso's mind. He's talking to an 11-year-old and sending those type of images to that said minor. Let me see. What else do I have? I do have something. Let me find it. Boom. So I'm not. It's not a video, but well, it is a video, but I only want to show what he did after. Um, did I play it? Oh, I had it. Oh, damn. I don't know why. All right. So after he got called out, he closed. You would if he would have gotten taken down, or if he would have gotten struck, or if he would have gotten taken down for community guideline strikes. This whatever it says right here, the video is no longer available because the uploader has closed their YouTube account, meaning that he did it himself. It wasn't YouTube that deleted his channel. He was getting so much heat that he sent 11-year-old his pee picture that he deleted his channel. So kind of I guess gives him a little bit more of a guilty verdict because he did it on his own, you know, accord, on his own mindset, his own will. He YouTube didn't take it down, and that's why, like I said, his new channel has only 2 subscribers. He just made it a little while ago. What's up, Savannah? Um, People are saying stuff about you. I'm still a little iffy, like I said, but then again, uh, the DD code people are kind of odd. But luckily, you're not. Allegedly, you're not with them anymore. I don't know, but yeah, kind of people are accusing you of posting kids shorts and stuff like that. I don't know. I haven't looked into you about that, but that's what they say. But I know you adopted a kid, or your family adopted a kid. But Havana's a weirdo witch. Well, I don't know her much. Just from what I hear, is she posts a lot of shorts of of a baby. But from what I heard, she says they adopted a baby. So I don't know. I'm still not that. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. Anyway, so Zach, I hope you're not, but yeah, I hope so too. She actually didn't adopt a kid. So who's the kid that is on her shorts and stuff? She said they adopted a child. I don't know. I just go based on words as of now until I, find something different. So he deleted his channel. He was getting so much heat. So like any alleged predator does, they leave the internet for a little while. These alleged predators can never stay away from YouTube because they know that give it a month or two and everybody's gonna be like, oh, it's over, we forgot about you, we moved on. And that's what weirdos, predators, domestic terrorists, lolicon lovers, so on and so forth, that's what they want. In their minds, they want to move on. Oh, we moved on from it. We moved on from it. Yeah, because you're the ones getting accused of this shit. You guys are getting accused, and you want other people to move on from your accusations. Hell no. We're always gonna talk shit about you guys. We're always gonna mention you guys, and you can't do shit about it. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Leon and Kyle. I saw what you guys wrote. I'm telling you, there's a High Templar still in there. You think I'm gonna rat him out again? Goddamn. Uh, there's a High Templar still in the server sending me stuff, and he showed me, or she, I don't know. They showed me that when I called you, why didn't you answer? Why didn't you answer when I called you? Pussy. And you put that on your venting channel. Like I said, there's a high ranking still guy there, and it's the one that you least expect. You least expect is one of the guys that he's right now like, yeah, 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 yeah. You're the best. You're the best. Even though he's still sending me all the good stuff about what's going on in there. But like I said, you're gonna kick out random people because you don't know who they are. Anyways, yeah. So Zach, most likely I'm gonna start looking into you. Like I said, I already know where you live. I have your mom's phone number. I have your mom's Facebook. So if she doesn't answer in Facebook, I'll message her I'll call her and stuff like that. When I get all the information, all verified, and make sure that that channel is not like a fake account. stuff like that, because like I said, I don't like, my credibility is, what I try to keep. And like I said, these videos, as you can see in my, well, I haven't even read the Someone Else's Kids. I have lots of help. I'm in my profile picture is my newest baby I adopted. His name is Elia, and he is 4 weeks old, and he will be 5 weeks old. No, you don't. So Savannah, how many kids have you guys adopted? Because you say it's your newest baby. To me, that's kind of a little fishy, but I don't know your life, so I'm just kind of asking. Zach G, is it P3DO? Yeah. From what they're showing, it seems like he is, and most likely gonna message Braxton uh, and ask for the uncensored one. Wait, what? No, no, no. That's like I said. Now that's kind of odd. He's your 16th adopted child. That's fishy. How do you adopt? How is the state allowing you to adopt 16 children? I know I'm going a little off topic um, about the situation, but this is a little concerning. uh, yeah, I'm not at all. Okay, my question is, how did the state allow you to adopt 16 babies? And who takes care of those kids? Um, I don't know if you're special needs or nothing, but yeah, it's kind of odd, but yeah. But anyways, back to Zach. So I'm going to talk to other people behind the scenes, to kind of get more information. This is just like, I guess you could say, the tip of the iceberg. I'm gonna uh, get more information, make sure that the accounts that were used are his, um, stuff like that. Like I said, I believe them. I'm not saying I don't believe them of what's going on, but I also gotta show it to be solid proof that it's him, because he has a new channel on Instagram, because I think that's where they message each other. I think Instagram, and it doesn't have the same name. But I checked. I checked when the first image he posted there, and it was September of last year, like 5 months ago. So he remade a new channel again. So, like I said, I'm gonna keep looking into this guy now. Most likely talk to this Braxton guy, um, and get more information on this individual. But man, yeah, sending a image of himself to an 11-year-old is kind of wild. And him saying that he could talk to kids as long as he doesn't say anything freaky is wild to me again, because of the images that he sent. If he sent that so easily because this person said, yes, I'm a Taylor Swift fan, and he, so I guess in his mind is like, oh, well, she's a Taylor Swift fan, she's gonna like my pee my pee picture. It kind of, like I said, if you see the image on my thumbnail, the guy looks autistic. No excuse. I mean, I know there's no excuse, but it's like, come on, man. Why can't we get one that's normal? Why is it like, to be like, for reals? Like, why can't any of these weirdos not say they have a disability? Because then, freaking, yeah, we look like assholes. Uh, I guess quote unquote, harassing disabled people. What's up, Lennon? How's it going? And it's like we're not doing this on purpose. We're not, exposing these creeps that have disabilities on purpose. It's just them doing stupid shit. And it's a psychological thing. I understand that. Their mind is they if they like Pokemon, and there's a 10-year-old that likes Pokemon the same, then they relate to what they're liking. But it's still, there's boundaries, and some of these people, man, like it's infuriating, because then we look like bad guys talking shit to autistic or mentally disabled or any disability. And like after I finish these streams, sometimes I'm like, god damn, like why can't we get one of those normal normal IQ people? And it just makes me like feel bad for like these people. But then I'm like, nah, we can't feel bad, because if we feel bad, then they're gonna know that you're like, oh, I'm sorry, I won't do it again, please don't do this, and they do it again. And then we look stupid for telling everybody, yeah, he said he's a changed person, he won't do it again. Nah, f that. Man, like I said, Zach, um, I don't even know if you watch my shit, but if you do, or if someone sends it to you, uh, I'm gonna look into you. I'm gonna look into you a little bit more. I'm gonna uh, put my ducks in a row and find out exactly what happened and why you did it. Well, I understand why you did it, but why? Why? Like, she said she was 11 and you still sent that allegedly. To me, it's odd. But I've been in this internet thing for like a year and like 10 months or something like that. So, I have seen some crazy stuff now. So I'm a little bit more immune to seeing certain things. So, but it's still kind of mind-boggling that these people see people getting caught, see people doing, getting caught being, preds, and they still think that they could get away with it. Like they're gonna be the exception. They're gonna be one of the people that never get caught sending images to children. Ah, it's infuriating. But like I said, Zach Gattuso, I'm gonna give there's a little review, I guess, or look into it more. I'm sure I'm going to talk to the people behind the scenes after this, and we're gonna get to the bottom of it. And I might stream calling your mom, or just call her out of nowhere and have a chat with her, leave her a voicemail, and let her know that her son might be sending images to um, an alleged 11-year-old. Like I said, I can't confirm or deny, but from the videos and from his posts, it seems like he enjoys having chats with underage children. It makes as autistic people look bad when most of those are good people that hate them creeps. Yeah, and that's the bad part, because and it's everyone. There's straight people, there's gay people, there's autistic people, there's different races do it. To me, it's a plethora of different creeps on the internet. But sadly, we've been getting a lot of this mentally disabled individuals, and it's like, man, give me a normal one for once, so I could not talk bad about a disabled person. I'm not saying Zach is disabled, but from the videos I've seen him talk, he might be autistic. I don't know. Don't feel bad. They are making people with disability look bad. Yep, trans too. I love being a piece of poop to other pieces of shit. Yeah, me too. I like talking crap to people. Mainly, like I said, predator supporters, domestic terrorists, lolicon lovers, people that want to unalive pregnant women, people that send images to 9-year-olds and 13-year-olds, and then people that meet up with predators. And there's a lot of different people in this world, in this YouTube world that I've seen, and it's weird. It's like, how the hell are you guys could live with yourself doing these nonsense? It is crazy. You should laugh at KK more. I can't. I can't laugh at KK Soviet. He seems like he's severe autistic. How his glasses are, they're very thick. How his eye movements move around. You know, the one eye moves to the other side while the other one stays straight. I I can't make fun of him because then I look like the bad person. Well, of course, it's funny, but not me, not me. I can't. I could watch one or two videos, and then after that, I'm like, all right, this guy, he does this to himself. But yeah, but my Gattuso conversation is done. Uh, I'm we could talk about other stuff now. Uh, like I said, I'm gonna look into him a little bit more later on after this stream. I'm autistic, so I can. Yeah, you're autistic, so you can do this. I can't. I can't. I try not to make fun of people with special needs, but when they're talking smack about me, there's no holds bar. Like you, if you would have stayed quiet and put your head down and not say anything when I'm talking shit about some of your friends, then you're gonna get it too. And they get it. They cry. They call me a cyberbully. They say that they say the mob is gonna get me. I've been threatened with my life countless of times already. I want to say like 15 to 20 times my life has been threatened, and I just laugh because I'm still here. I'm still talking my shit. Make fun of them low with space. Yeah. For me, it's not very entertaining to make fun of disabled people. Preds, yes. Pred supporters, once in a while, if they talk shit. But our main focus is the predators, the main, the bad people, the ones that do want to do stuff with little kids, like Mr. Zach. He, we're gonna, if he would have came in, like I want to hear his side. I want to hear his side. If someone here could get in contact with him, with Zach, and so I could ask him some questions about what happened. I think that would be beneficial. Kind of because, like I said, there's two sides to the story. Maybe he still has the messages, and he could debunk the allegations of him sending a PP picture. Because every time every time someone says, "No, I'm not a pred. No, I've never done that," it's like, okay, well, you could easily show us the screenshots or the messages you had with this individual, and or screen record your conversation. Something. There's always a way for the person could debunk it, but they never do. They just say it's lies, lies. You slander me. Like seriously. Shout out to Arthur. Make fun of pedals and their support. Yeah. Well, that's all we could do. And so, they come to a point where they other people with bigger channels find out, and they get more, I guess, exposure. And yeah, no way, I am a troll. I love being a piece of poop towards predators. Yeah. Hey, if they're predators and you have 100% proof that they are, get them out. Get them out. Like some predators and the Crow Templars and shit. Yeah, hopefully you don't. I think you still have John Davis in your crew, and then Chloe Esther. I haven't really paid attention to him, but having predators in your server is wild. When to me it's kind of weird, but yeah, throw everything what you got at predators too. Yeah. Show it to as many people as possible. That's my philosophy. Me personally, if I have proof on someone and someone says, "Hey, this guy wants to kind of expose them," I'm like, "All right, here's all the stuff I have, everything here. You don't have to credit me. You don't have to say you got it from me. You don't have to say anything. Just expose this motherfucker. Like me, I don't, I don't. I guess I don't look for glory, and I don't look for any props or anything like that. If someone else that has a bigger channel than me wants to expose the same person, boom, here's all the evidence. Here's all the screenshots. Here's all the voice calls. Here's all the his address. Here's this. Here's that. Do your thing. I'm not a gatekeeper when it comes to information. If someone asks me, "Hey, do you have this guy's this?" I'm like, if I do, I say yes. If I don't, then I say no. But Zach, I am gonna look into you a little bit more. Like I said, very odd. But if someone that knows him on this chat, from the people that are watching, knows who he is, I might I might comment on his post and say, "Hey, let's have a chat. Add me on Discord or add me on whatever, and we could talk about his allegations before I contact the mother. Because I do give predators a chance to explain themselves, right? Sometimes it was a miscommunication. 99.9% it isn't, but there's that 0.1% that there's a miscommunication. Maybe they said it wrong. I don't know. You never know with these people. So I like to chat with them, but pizza time for Zach. Hey, I don't know. I, I have never sent pizzas to anybody. Okay, for sure. I know you're watching, so I said for sure on the message. Yeah, so it's crazy. Like I said, I'm going to message him on his community post. I'm guessing he might block me right away because that's what predators do. That's what 99% of the people that dislike me have me blocked because they're bitch made. I guess that's their way of showing me up. I guess I blocked you, but then when they get blocked by other people, they're like, oh, those people block me. They're bitch. They don't let me say what I want to say because they're scared of me. Blah blah blah. But these motherfuckers are doing the same thing. I don't block nobody. I don't. That's I guess vagina stuff. If you block someone because they have a difference of opinions or they have proof about you doing stupid stuff and you don't want your viewers to know, then that's a vagina move. Because if you can't debunk that stuff in your own chat, then that's vagina talk. That's vagina made, I guess you could say. Yeah, and you know who I'm talking about. A lot of these people block me. Didi has blocked me. Fucking Leon, Kyle, couple of his Templars. They're special ed Templar. I saw your community post just recently. This morning, most likely. Why didn't you answer, Leon? Answer my phone calls. Daddy is calling. But like I said, a lot of these people, they're big and bad behind the screen, but when they give them a call, they run away, and shows a lot. You could have answered and be like, "Hey, what's up? Are you hungry? You want some food? I'll send you some food." They're guilty when they don't want the truth to come out. They know that if people that are watching him see this individual say, "Hey, this guy talked to 15-year-olds," the people are going to question, "Hey, is it true? How do you know this is true?" And then, "Oh, we got the evidence." "Oh, what?" And then they lose subscribers, they lose friends, they lose that. And And from what I've been, I guess, seeing on the internet is people care about their sub counts. A lot of people care about their subscribers. If they lose 2 or 3 subscribers, they're panicking. To me, if I lose all my subscribers, it's like, okay, cool. I'm not. I am appreciative of whoever comes in and talks, and I am appreciative of whoever watches it after I end it, because yeah, I do check. I do check. I'm like, God damn, like more people saw it after. It must have been the time or something, or it must have been someone busy. And like I said, I appreciate the people that watch it after. I know 50% is the people that dislike me. They want to find something that I say, and they want to cry about stuff that I say, and they're waiting for me to mention them and stuff like that, so they could write it on their server that I was being mean to them and that I didn't move on. We don't move on from predators. We don't move on from domestic terrorists. We don't move on from people that want to unalive women. We, you might move on because you're the person being accused, but the people that are accused, the other people like us, we don't move on from that shit. If you're still online, we're gonna talk shit. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. To show people that you guys are bad people. Just because you want to move on from your nonsense doesn't mean we have to move on. That's what your special ed mind doesn't understand. That just because you want to move on means that everybody has to move on. Nah, fuck you. We don't move on from fucking bullshit like that. You could tell that to your boyfriend too. I'm gonna call Mark Johnson. He. That's what I like about when I'm calling someone and their voicemail says their name. That's what I like, because then I confirm these numbers are correct. But I don't know how your relationship is with Mark Johnson, but hopefully it's a bad one. Anyways, yeah. Appreciate everybody that shows up. I like to do mine for an hour, so I'm almost gonna end this. But what's his name? Zach. Come and have a chat with me. Let's talk about these allegations, and let's nip this in the bud. Mark Johnson is Kyle Johnson's family member. Uh, I gave him a call yesterday, and he left me on voicemail. The end. Okay, I'll watch it. I'll respond after the stream. There's a couple people DM me. Yeah. I have all their phone numbers, but because, like, what I'm seeing from what they send me behind the scenes on Leon's server is they're like, oh, sloppy. We called him out. Nothing's happening to us. The police is not coming to us. It's not. It's like, do you guys understand the law? I can't accuse you guys of doing these things. The girl is the one that's supposed to do these things. I can't go to the police and be like, hey, Leon and Kyle are fucking having butt sex together, but still wanting to unalive a woman. They'd be like, okay, we'll have the woman call. The woman called, and that's between them. I can't force this girl to do certain things. And in their minds, it's like, oh, he's lying. He's lying. It's like, I'm not the victim. You moron. The girl's the victim. And she decides what she can do and what she's not going to do. Yeah. That's why when these guys are talking in that server, I watch the server. I was telling you, I have, people keep, continuously send me stuff. And like I said, it's a high-ranking Templar. It starts with the letter. I'm not gonna say, but he doesn't like you guys, and he's there. He's been there forever, and you won't know who it is because he's licking your balls as we speak, meaning he's acting like you're correct. Anyways, because I know they're gonna watch this. They watch all my shit. They say they don't move on, but they watch all my shit because they continuously have stuff to say about me in their servers. So yeah. Anyways, appreciate everybody that came in. Zach, we're gonna talk one of these days on the phone or on stream. But for now, I appreciate the people that came in. Ryder Wilson, I know who you are, Ryder Wilson. I heard the Crow Temples are, they're always paranoid. They're weird. It's like, well, they're stupid. But I know who you are, Ryder Wilson. You're a real person, the real individual. Soviet, appreciate you coming in. Savannah, I still gotta. I'm gonna start looking at your stuff. Lenny's Kitchen, appreciate you coming in. Always a pleasure. Demon Pickles, always a pleasure. Mr. Big Coat Glasses, I know who you are. Slipknot fan, thanks for coming. Bye. Let's see who. I think that's it. Sonia, I think that's it. Yeah. And Jackway, you're late. I apologize. Let me leave this here just in case. I'm going to be offline, but I'm gonna have my stream. I'll be on the stream offline for a little bit if someone wants to come in after. But just for I won't be on for 10 minutes. You could come in after if you guys want. But besides that, pleasure, Zach. If these things are true, I'm gonna show it to more people than this group. All right, peace.